Welcome back, viewers, to the Felicity World YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we will guide you on how to calculate the proportion of vegetation using ArcGIS. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced user, this tutorial is designed to help you master this important technique. If you're new here, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest content. Let's dive into today's tutorial and discover how to accurately calculate vegetation proportion using ArcGIS. Let's get started. Okay, to calculate the proportion of vegetation, we'll be using the formula PV equals to NDVI minus NDVI minimum value divided by NDVI maximum value minus NDVI minimum value, so all squared. So this is the formula we'll be using. In our previous video, we calculated NDVI and we classified based on certain threshold. But because I will be using the maximum and minimum value of NDVI, I will have to go back to make sure I want to see the minimum and maximum value, so I have to stretch it in order for me to know the minimum and maximum value instead of being classified. So you go to stretch. So if you like, you can still give it your own color. It's just for sake. So now we have the low value and the highest value to be here. So now, okay, so because of the lowest value and the maximum and the minimum value, that is why I have to stretch it in under symbology and properties. So let's calculate for the proportion of vegetation. To calculate for the proportion of vegetation, well, you'll see we've been using ArcToolbox and spatial analysis tool, especially raster calculator. So you go to Map Algebra and use the raster calculator, and from the calculation we can see NDVI minus NDVI minimum over NDVI maximum minus NDVI minimum, so all squared. So the first thing is square and open the bracket again. So NDVI, from the formula NDVI minus, I want to open another bracket because the minimum value I'm having here is my negative, so minus 0, and this is the minimum value, 0.234446. So I close the bracket because of them. Then divided by I'll open another bracket, divided by MDVI maximum value, which is 0.06788184 minus, so the minimum value is still minus, so it's still negative, so I have to open the bracket, minus 0.234446. Okay, I close the bracket, and I close the bracket, and I close the bracket for all squared. So next thing to do is to have it as PV. Okay, so let's calculate. I give it a name in which to save it. So okay, so here we have the value for the proportion of vegetation. So here is the value for the proportion of vegetation. just give it something. So I'm just giving it a color ramp, but just use a color ramp that best fits you. So here is the value 0.999. As we know, the proportion of vegetation value should range from 0, which indicates no vegetation, to 1. So this is the analysis, so you can further reclassify based on your own interest. This proportion of vegetation is calculated in order to calculate land surface emissivity, which in turn will be used to calculate the land surface temperature. So the proportion of vegetation, your own calculation of proportion of vegetation could be in another area of use. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and give this video a thumbs up if you like the video, and go to the comment section and drop your comment.